Hello and welcome to Toy Polloi 2, and today we have an unboxing video as I've received a couple of packages from fans and friends of the channel. I've also bought myself something off eBay for a project that I have in mind. So let's get on with the video and I'll show you what's inside. I've had in mind a project for a while that I've been wanting to do here on Toy Polloi 2 actually, and for that I've needed a very specific figure. So I've been keeping an eye on eBay just waiting for that sort of right figure to turn up, and last week it finally did. So it was a buy it now auction, so I've just paid £20 for this. That included postage, which I actually think is pretty good value for what's inside. So let me open it up and I'll show you what it was that I bought. Well, that might give you a clue. As you can see, it is the head of a 12-inch Boba Fett, and hopefully in here will be the body of a 12-inch Boba Fett. I didn't actually expect the head to be detached like that, but it is, and that doesn't actually matter because what I really wanted was the body. So yeah, this was an eBay purchase for £20. Some people may think that's a bit crazy to buy a broken Boba Fett for £20, but he's in remarkably good condition. You can see the body doesn't actually have a huge amount wrong with it. In fact, it's probably better condition than some of the ones I already have. So it may be I swap this body out onto a figure that I've already got and keep this one and use one of my slightly more scruffy sort of Boba Fett bodies. But that is what I wanted. He was £20. Someone, I reckon, has had a go at the head. You can see that it's been split open. These don't come apart easily, so I think someone has actually split that apart, possibly to replace the little antenna there, which is broken. But this is what I wanted. So yeah, a nice sort of detached head Boba Fett for £20 on eBay. That included postage. That's an absolute bargain. This package has come from Larry, who is a Patreon of the channel. He got in touch to say that he got a few pieces that he wanted to send in, and that this has just arrived. Mrs. TP actually thought this package was for her just because of the sort of the colouring of the package that it was in, but sadly it wasn't for her. It is for me here. So let's open this up and see what Larry has sent. So what have we got? Well, first up, there is a packet of sweets. These are Nerds Gummy Clusters. Those are going to be eaten very quickly. I do like eating sweets while I'm working, so that is fantastic. Thank you, Larry. Thank you for those. And then in here, what have we got? We have got, I can see, 2 blue versions of Miles Mayhem. So these are extra figures to go in the Mile of Mayhem project. And that, again, is absolutely fantastic. Anyone who sends me stuff here at Toy Polloi always gets sent a little package back with some TP merchandise in. But if you send in Miles Mayhems, you get one of the exclusive Mile of Mayhem stickers. So you'll be getting one of those in the post as well, Larry. So thank you for those. And then in here, this is what Larry was talking to me about. This is a broken Hordak figure from Masters of the Universe. I think this is one of the ones that I think is possibly called Hurricane Hordak. I can't remember his name, but he fires a disc out of his chest, and he said that this one was broken, and he's going to send me some pictures of the bits that are missing. So these are the sort of bits that fire out of his chest. I'm guessing there's some way that you sort of launch it on the back, and his chest opens and those should fire out. So yeah, this is going to be quite an interesting project. I think in my box of broken pieces out in the garage, I actually have another of these that's possibly broken in a different way. So yeah, this is going to be fun to work out. Is there supposed to be some mechanism in there that fires it? Not sure, but it's going to be one I'm going to have to learn about. So thanks ever so much for sending those over, Larry. That's going to be an interesting project. And yeah, 2 more figures for the Mile of Mayhem and some sweets to keep me busy. This box is addressed to Toy Polloi Mile of Mayhem, so I know there's going to be some Miles Mayhems in here, but it feels like a much bigger box than just Miles Mayhem. So it doesn't say on it, as far as I can see, who it's from. So let's open it up and see who has sent this in. Okay, so there is a note, which is always good. So let me read you the note. Oh, okay, so this is from Sean. It says, "Hi Dave, I thought I'd send you a few things that may be of interest and contribute to the Mile of Mayhem project. I've sent a couple of Megos, one from the Mad Monsters line and Friar Tuck from the Merry Men range, both in need of a bit of repair. I've also sent Gripton from the Power Lords." Oh, that's a figure I don't know, so I'll be interested to see that. He's in need of a head repair, and an ape figure from Mannix with what looks like glue on his chest. I don't know the Mannix line, so that's an interesting one. I'll have a look at that as well. Anyway, I hope there may be some repair projects in there for you. Thanks for the show and the work you put into making it, Sean. Well, thank you very much, Sean. That is very kind. Let's see what these figures are. Megos are always good fun. I like working on those, and I haven't done any Mego work for quite a while. Oh, I can see some Miles Mayhems there. So let's get all of these out and we'll take a look. Okay, so we'll start with this one. So this is Amigo Friar Tuck. I can see he's got a busted leg there. So yeah, that's the normal problem with these. This guy doesn't have a waist. That's the sort of way these are built. So he's got sort of fat chest. But yeah, broken knee, fairly straightforward to fix. He's got his little bag there as well, so that's useful. And I can see here some accessories. I think that might be Friar Tuck's outfit from what I remember. It's a sort of a brown robe. Yeah, so that is the outfit that goes with that figure. So that's going to be quite a fun little project. I can certainly fix that up. I fixed up one many, many years ago. This looks like a fairly straightforward job. A little bit of dirt on his face. So that's going to be really fun. We have another Mego doll here, which is the mummy, I think. Yeah, that is the mummy, and I can see he is actually missing his pelvis. So he looks a bit strange at the moment, but that's the pelvis missing. I may have a spare of those. I'll have to check. And it looks like that is his outfit. So this is the sort of mummy outfit. That looks in remarkably good condition. It's got these sort of bits of fabric that hang off it. Doesn't look like there's particularly much wrong with that. No sort of tears in it. Nothing's come apart. So yeah, he can certainly be fixed up. If I can find the waist for him, that's a nice little project. Then we have this monkey from, he says, Mannix. I don't know that toy line. I'm going to have to look that one up. And yeah, it does look like he's got a bit of glue or a bit of damage or something on his chest there. That's an interesting one. This guy is definitely from Power Lord, which is an interesting line. They sort of transform. The figures have two faces, so they switch around from sort of one to another. And he says that this guy's name is, if I get a Grip Tog. I don't actually know that one. I've only got Adam Lord from the Power Lords line. But it looks like he's like a pretty nice figure, pretty big. He's got sort of double arms there. And yes, what a shame. He's got a bit of damage there. His head has snapped off. But I reckon a little bit of Lego onto that, we can get him fixed up. That's a fairly straightforward repair, I would say. Nothing else much wrong with him. I've never worked on these figures before, but I would have thought Lego will be the answer to fix that. That is really cool. And then I can see here a nice bag of Miles Mayhems, and there's quite a few in here. Let's see how many we've got. So we've got, what's that? Oh yeah, there's 8 blue versions, so that's the classic Switchblade, or sort of standard version of Miles Mayhem, and then we have 1 Venom's Revenge. So yeah, 9 more Miles Mayhems. That is absolutely amazing. So Sean, thank you ever so much for sending these in. There's some fun projects there. That I will do fairly quickly, I think. I don't think that's going to be a particularly hard project to work on, and I'm sure I've got bits for these Mego figures to get them fixed up as well. So thanks ever so much, Sean. That's really lovely stuff. So there we go. That is it for this unboxing. I actually got Hordak's name wrong. This is Buzzsaw Hordak. Hurricane Hordak is a different one that has spinny things on the end of his arm. So this is Buzzsaw Hordak. I need to say a massive thank you to both Larry and Sean for sending these things in. As I mentioned, they will get stickers and some Toy Polloi bits sent back to them in the post. Everyone who sends stuff in always gets something back. I don't like receiving things and never sending things out, so you will always get a little TP thing back as a thank you. If you'd like to help support the Mile of Mayhem project, then why not think about getting one of the exclusive Mile of Mayhem t-shirts. You can also get stickers and fridge magnets. Links on how to get them will be in the description or directly below any of my videos here on Toy Polloi 2. If you've enjoyed this video, then make sure to hit the subscribe button and tap the bell to be notified each time I upload a new video. And if you really enjoyed it, then why not head on over to my main channel, Toy Polloi, and subscribe there as well. And thanks for watching.